Hey, my resilient fam. It is Life Unscripted with Daphne. Yes, I know it has been a while since you have seen me online. Let's just say that life, for lack of a better word, has bit me in the patootie. And life just happens. Life is unscripted. So I have decided to do a complete revamp of my channel. I have decided to do a complete revamp of a lot of things. Resilient Fam is what I'm going to call those of you who choose to like, follow, and subscribe. And the reason why I chose Resilient Fam is I've come to realize that family is definitely not blood or people who wish you well. It's the people that you choose and the people who are resilient against all odds. So my resilient fam, the people who are still here with me in the trenches, I appreciate you. And I'm grateful for you. So that is what you are going to be known as, my resilient fam. Moving forward, my resilient squad. So, yeah, you're the family that I choose. So I was inspired, and I'm just going to get into the story. Anyone who knows me knows if you've gone to any of my, and previously I was Gen X for the AI Soul. Ooh, just messed that up. AI for the Gen X soul. And I love AI. I will always love AI. Today is Saturday. It's a little bit after the Independence holiday weekend. So we're now in July. It has been since January that I was laid off from my last contract. So you can count how many months it has been since I've had stable, consistent income. So I know I am not unique to what has been going on with a lot of people out there in this economy. As you can imagine, it has been nothing short of devastating, and I'm really putting it lightly. As we speak right now, I have no water coming into my home because I have a major plumbing issue going on right now. And all that went down yesterday. And when it was going down, it was one of the most helpless moments of my life. Like, I had no one to call and I had no one to go to. I had to run to my neighbor's house. So I'd never did that before. And I'm very appreciative of their kindness. They were very kind. And then the one person that I thought to call, that I did call, and I've known this person for almost 20 years. I am so appreciative of our friendship that by the time they were able to get to me, the problem is still trying to be resolved. So I'm not even going to know I'm in the middle of this huge crisis going on with this plumbing issue. I'm not even going to know what the crux of it is until Tuesday is when someone can get to it. I had to have the county come and shut the water off for it to stop the flow. Yeah, that's how bad it is. But this individual was the only person I could think of to call. And this individual is not family. This individual is someone who is a worst case scenario to me that I would call. So I don't call this person often. And this was a worst case scenario. So I say all that to say that's what yesterday was. But it also showed me kindness. My neighbors were awesome. I have no water, but I have air conditioning. I have electricity. I still have access to my internet, obviously. So it's being able to find the moments of appreciation and gratitude through this journey one thing this journey has taught me, and it's Saturday, so I'm sipping on my mocktail, my pineapple juice with, I don't know why I'm so late to the party. I discovered ginger beer, non-alcoholic ginger, and it gives my mocktail this like kick. I'm late, y'all, I know. So it's like delicious and no alcohol, so it's perfect. I'm going into 2.5 years of sobriety, and it feels absolutely amazing. It'll be 3 years in December. That's a story for another day that I'll share you how I got to that point. And it was literally a conversation with my now deceased mother, may she rest in peace. But I didn't realize psychologically what I was doing to myself. And that's why I say, moving forward, this is just going to be like unscripted. I have lots that I've done in my life, and I didn't realize it took me to listen to one of my favorite YouTubers, Quentin Latham. He goes by Funky Dineva. He was interviewed on another podcast, and I'll put the link of the podcast in the description of this if you'd like to. If you know who I'm talking about, I would definitely highly recommend to listen to that interview. It was a fantastic interview. It gave me great insight, but it also lit a fire under me because it made me realize that he talked about his journey of what he went through when he initially started on YouTube, which was, I believe he mentioned 13 years ago, to now where he is, and he's really riding a wave of success in his career. And he made a lot of, like I said, you have to listen to the interview. I'm not going to spoil it. It's an amazing interview. The interviewer was amazing. She asked fantastic questions. She did not interrupt, and she let him talk. Very insightful interview. It really made me see a lot of things, and it made me realize that I allowed, and I take full accountability, I allowed a lot of people this year to undermine my confidence in myself. I allowed a lot of people to steal my joy and live rent-free in my head for some weird reason. It's funny, I cut myself off from my family, but didn't do the same to people who had no business in my life until things got real bad. And really getting into AI and teaching it, that's when things got really bad, because so many people, and I will say this, so many people took advantage of my knowledge because they didn't compensate me. Point blank in the period. They did not compensate me. So they took advantage, of my knowledge, did not compensate me, and then I didn't have the confidence to push back and say no. To the bloody end. I could tell, and I'll eventually tell y'all some specifics of what happened, some disgusting stuff that I allowed to happen. Some that I'm very proud, I put my foot down and just said no. Some were just the straw that broke the camel's back. I had some family members just do me just one last straw when I thought it was a one last straw. As let's put it like this, I now cannot be reached in the same manner that I was able to be reached for 10 consistent years. And that family member could give no F's about it. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But the accountability falls on me because this family member should not have been associated on that account for so many years. So I should have, no. I will say this, Life Unscripted, the lessons learned when life is unscripted. Stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. When they show you who they are the first time, you might hear this all the time, but it's so true. When they show you the very first time, believe them. Don't give people, go with your gut. I literally had to let go of my own therapist because of some shady stuff that this individual did. And that runs so deep with me because I've had issues with the medical field going back a decade of when I was diagnosed. You may or may not have Crohn's disease. It took forever to be diagnosed with Crohn's, and I had to go through 4 doctors. And one of the reasons why is because I had one specific doctor literally just tell me to my face, well, you couldn't have Crohn's because I was Black, I was a woman, I was too old, and I wasn't Jewish. What in the child? Yes, you will hear me say this all the time. I really wish I could make this stuff up, but I am not this creative. No, she actually said, and because of her doing that and not giving me a base standard of care, it delayed my prognosis for an additional 3 to 4 months and that much more damage. And this is back in like 2012. So I wasn't diagnosed until March 3rd, 2013. So my relationship with the medical establishment is, and I'm not even going to talk about I suffer from depression. So I've had some these are stories for another day. I don't want to pack all this in one video. This is supposed to be an introduction video to Life Unscripted with Daphne. If you could just see this as a teaser, you're about to get a lot because I'm about to just go in. Going back to Quentin Funky Dineva, the one I referenced, you can see the link to his interview below. Oh, you know what? I just thought it won't let me. I don't think I've been on YouTube long enough for you to see the link. The link will be in the comment. I'll put the link to his interview in the comment section, so it'll be in the first comment. But he says something that I always say all the time. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Let me tell you something. When my mom passed away in 2022, I was going to start a new business. I was going to, just start this whole new agency. I was going to just brand. I literally was just going to do something brand. And oh my gosh, everything just imploded. And the people I thought were going to support me did not support me. And looking back now, I wish I pivoted, and instead of going in that direction, I wish I had just did something else instead of depended on people who I had a gut feeling were not going to do what they said they were going to do. Everyone always says I have the greatest gut feeling, but I never follow it. Right down to my last therapist, she said, you have a great gut feeling. And even with her, this individual, and I ended up just telling her we just were not a great fit. And I ended up telling my main doctor that 3 months ago. And he said, get her another recommendation. And I was like, maybe, again, it's questioning. I questioned myself. Guys, don't do that. My resilient fam, don't do that. You're resilient for a reason. You're resilient because you've come back from so much that you already understand what doesn't work for you. So, it hurts when it feels like a betrayal because of someone in the medical. It's someone that you felt safe with. So when you are betrayed by someone that created this fake safe space for you, the betrayal is tenfold. And so you have to, and you're already navigating the hell of the financial hell you're going through, the economic hell you're going through. And the thing is, it's not, it's not you because everyone else is going through it, which kind of makes it better, but not so much because, okay, it's not you, but still, that doesn't make it less painful. So it still hurt. But again, so for me in this journey, I've held on to the things that have just been beautiful in terms of little pieces of gratitude and appreciation when I can find it, because that's what really keeps me sane. Because I'll be the first to admit there have been some really very low moments, some very hopeless moments where it doesn't seem like tomorrow makes any sense. And then you think, you know what? This is just a moment. This is literally just a moment. And time is a blip. And this is just going to pass. Everything is just... And it's... Sometimes you just have to just stand in that moment, and it'll pass. And while you're standing, look for the things that you can appreciate and that you can gather some joy from. Because there's something, when you're going through anything, there's something that you can take some joy from. For me, it's my dog. I can always get joy from my baby. I have a little Shih Tzu, so I can always get joy from him. I'm not going to make this video too long. I just wanted to introduce Life Unscripted. For people who are close to me, which is very small, it's under 5. If they're on the subscriber list, this is pinged. People who are not, this is pinged. I will still continue to be under the radar. I'm still going through it. That has not changed. I was just inspired I might as well do this while I'm going through it, because why not put yourself out there while you're going through it? Makes all the sense. What else am I doing? I have learned this. I have learned to get away from people because I have realized that some people are finding a lot of pleasure in seeing me go through it. And that's fine on them for whatever sick kink they get out of that. That's, hey, that's on them. I personally wish everyone well. I want everyone to win. So that's not a reflection on me. So if that's how they feel, it has nothing to do with me. However, once I realize that is how you feel about me, trust and believe I will stay away from you. I still wish you well, but I will stay away from you because now I understand the dynamics of how you see me and how you envision helping me or communicating with me. And I'm just going to wrap this up. And I will definitely make more consistent videos. Q inspired me so very much again. Check out his interview. It is amazing. I'll be making more content. I was inspired. I had a lot of fear because I have this thing for editing. I don't like to edit. Some videos are going to be edited, some won't be. So, hey, I'm sorry. Some's just going to be raw. Like I said, it's going to be life unscripted. So some stuff is just going to be, you're just going to get the purple walls. This is my actual room in my house. So sometimes you're going to get the purple walls, the sound. Hey, that it is going to be what it is going to be. Sometimes it's going to be a nice video edit. But with that said, I'm going to leave you with this. And this is a lesson I've always known, but I'm learning it this is the lowest part of my life. This is worse than when I was going through being diagnosed with Crohn's. So hands down, this is the lowest part of my life. My 51st birthday is coming up in 3 weeks. This is like one of the lowest spots. I'm very appreciative of the people who have stuck around. I have a few friends who have gone into mama bear mode, so to speak, who are very protective, check on me, and I'm appreciative of that. The people who I have been there for in the past always, and who are now kind of like peeking in because I'm not there anymore, and they're just kind of, what's going on? Yeah, I'm keeping at bay because I don't have anything in me. I literally have right now. Everyone has used me as a host in the past, and they were parasites. That's the best way I can describe it. So being a former host, all the former parasites from my life, I have nothing to give. There is no energy left in me. I'm a source of nothing for you right now. I have absolutely nothing in me to give. So with that said, I have nothing, and I have nothing, no emotion, nothing. I don't. When I say I'm in survival mode, straight up, it's the lowest rung on Maslow's hierarchy level is like survival, straight up, food, water, shelter. Like, y'all, I don't have water. Sometimes I go days without food. Like when I say it's bare bones minimum that I've been living, it's so like little nonsense stuff. I have no bandwidth. I have so when I know people that I know, especially from my past, I know who come with the nonsense or come with the energy, or my energy, I have nothing for it. And the people who have shown themselves to be questionable in their spirit, I have no energy for you. So if it's been a line of demarcation drawn, know that I wish you well. Right now in this life unscripted, the script right now that I'm working with is on the fly. And right now I am in survival mode. I am not in a place in my life where I can't see. I don't have kids. I have a dog. I don't have kids, and I don't have parents. So the only person I have is me that I'm responsible for aside from my dog. So I'm not in any kind of mode to right now check on anybody. And I don't ask people for anything. Anyone tell you, no, I won't ask. The crisis I went through yesterday, it was not a thought process to even, and people still don't know what I went through yesterday. And I'm going through it right now as we speak. Like it might as well be Haiti up in, I'm Haitian for anyone who doesn't know. It might as well be Haiti right now as we speak. The techniques I've learned when I was a little girl in Haiti, I'm doing right now. Survival. So for anyone to come now, right now, in my life, talking it, no. I had every ex that I have been with in the last 10 years has come back in my life, full orbit, in the last 6 months. No. You weren't healthy then. And in my lowest, most vulnerable point in my life right now, I know better. No. Because right now, no. I have been in therapy long enough to know that this is not an ideal time for any relationship with anybody. You can't be, I'm in survival mode, so I'm not in any type of mindset to be anything to anybody. My full attention is to me and my dog. That's it. Anyway, I don't want this video to get too long. I just wanted to introduce Life Unscripted with Daphne, and I hope you, as my resilient fam, takes this journey with me. It's going to be a journey. If you would like to come through with your mocktail, or hey, if you drink cocktails, no judgment, your cocktails of joy, come through. I will, once I build up the momentum, I'll be doing lives, sharing my tales. And here's one thing that I do know. I do know this chapter in my life is temporary, and I do know it is setting me up for something huge, something big, something bold, something fabulous and momentous. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that next chapter because I know it's coming. You heard it here first. I know that's coming. So I know this had to clear the cobwebs and get rid of the dust and get rid of the clutter in my mind, in my life, the people that were in my life, the financial stuff that was in my everything, in order for me to prepare for this next chapter in my life. So for that, I'm grateful and appreciative. Otherwise, I would not have done it on my own. So with that said, guys, thank you for tuning in. It's a new chapter. It's a new leaf. It's Life Unscripted with Daphne. Have a great day. Bye.